Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of City Chit Chat. This is Danielle Lozier-Ortiz from M. Slaughter Real Estate. That is your local real estate brokerage. I am here today co-hosting with my friend Jackie Murray. Jackie Murray is one of the real estate sales advisors here in the office, and she is wanting to feature some programs that are available to the city of Revere and the residents of Revere. And Jackie has asked to have our new friend, CarrieAnn Salemme, come in. She is the coordinator for a SUDHI program, which is Substance Use Disorder and Homelessness Initiative. Did I get that right?
You did.
All right, perfect. So it's a mouthful, but it is very important. So Jackie's going to take over today, and she's going to ask our questions, and she'll give us a little bit about herself as well. And then CarrieAnn will give us a little bit of information about herself, and then we'll jump into the program. So Jackie, take it away.
Thanks. All right, hi Karen, how you doing?
I'm good.
So we know the program was established in 2016, so a long time ago, not really that recent. And can you just tell me when you joined and
So
why you joined?
I've been with the city of Revere for over 10 years originally as a vendor. When we first started our post-overdose door knocks, I became a vendor for the city. I was a recovery coach at the time, and then I became the direct service coordinator and now the program manager. So I've been with them for a while, but since the doors originally opened, I've been there.
Great. And can you just tell us a little bit why you got involved, why you found it important to be involved in this program?
So I'm a person in long-term recovery. I am passionate about helping people move and make any positive change in their life. We really focus a lot around harm reduction, which is, anybody making any sort of positive change, encouraging, supporting, and helping them move to make other positive changes. So it's not about telling people what to do or what recovery looks like. Recovery is different for everybody. It's a personal journey.
Right.
So, we just try to support people and meet them where they're at.
And is your office accessible? Can someone just walk on the door? How would we get in touch with you?
So we are located at 281 Broadway in City Hall in the basement level. Yes, you can walk in anytime. We're open from 8 to 7 p.m. on Monday and Wednesdays, and then 8 to 5 on Tuesday and Thursdays. Friday, we're closed. However, I am on call. I have a support line, so if anybody calls that support line, I answer it and help navigate them to where they need to go.
And other than that, are there any other services that you provide? Because I know that it's also a homeless.
Right, what are all?
Yeah, so
A lot of services, I'm sure.
Yeah, so we do homeless outreach for our homeless population, and we give them basic needs and things that they, as far as like socks and toiletries and blankets and clothes and
Everyday necessities.
everyday basic needs.
Yeah.
And then we also do a harm reduction outreach, where we just talk to people on how to use in safety if they're gonna use, and give them supplies that they need to stay safe and, not have any communicable diseases. And, I'll back up. We also have an office at 437 Revere Street that is called Health Innovations. They are there Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 4. And they provide nurse case management, so they provide wound care, HIV and Hep C testing,
Needle drop off.
yes, syringe
Syringes.
drop off. They help do some case management, help people get on insurance. The nurse case managers also go out with the outreach worker.
Are
and
they
do the home-
volunteers?
No, it's an agency called Health Innovations that
Okay.
we subcontract.
Okay.
So we kind of all work together and so that we can provide a multitude of services for people. So, yeah.
Is there a way for people in the community to volunteer for any of these services?
So, volunteering's a little tricky when we do events. We'd like to have volunteers. So, like when we do the overdose memorial on August 31st, we could always use some volunteers to help, set up and break down and stuff like that. We also, do like during recovery month in September, we do a recovery barbecue. We do some wellness activities throughout the month. So yes, we could always use volunteers for that. So yeah, I mean, if somebody called me and said they want to volunteer, I'm sure I could find something for them to do.
Right. Yeah. It's always something.
And a little bit ago, you were talking of more focusing on as part of like the health and wellness. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're trying to incorporate some more health and wellness activities for the community members. During the month of September, we did what's called a healing circle. So it's kind of like a little meditation and Reiki mixed in. We did a peer support group for just anybody who was in recovery or wanted to be in recovery. It was open to everybody. We did a yoga prana at the Parks and Recs. We did, what else?
Are these just one-time sessions, or are they like something that?
So they're through the month of September. We always make sure we have wellness activities for each week. However,
and where would we find that posted?
So that would be on our Facebook page, and it's SUDHI office, City of Revere. That's on our Facebook page. It's on the City of Revere. It would be on the City of Revere's website. Flyers would be posted around the community. And
Yeah, and I believe on parkbench.com we also upload a lot of the City of Revere's things that are posted from their calendar.
yes,
So they
it's on the
automatically
calendar.
upload on the calendar,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. And also you were talking a little bit about along with the health and wellness and having. Sorry.
That's okay.
Harm reduction?
No, not harm reduction. Oh, some classes that you wanted to post for the month of November as far as getting.
Oh, yeah, so,
Upcoming events.
Okay.
yeah, so November 13th, we're gonna start from November 13th to December 18th. For the holiday season, we're gonna do a peer support grief group. And that's anybody who is really struggling throughout the holidays with, after the loss of their loved one. So that's gonna be Monday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. at City Hall in the council chambers. And we will continue that if people are needing it after December 18th, then we'll continue it throughout till the new year and see how it goes.
And it doesn't have to be someone that's just been death affected by substance abuse.
No,
It could be
I mean,
anyone that's
anybody
suffering
who's grief.
from grief.
Yeah, and
which is
grief-
difficult.
Yeah, and
All
grief
is-
might not even be the loss of a loved one. It could be a loss of a pet. Could be, the loss of a marriage. Grief comes in all forms. So anybody who feels like they could just need a place where they can feel safe, open up, and have support.
So it's all of these programs, they're obviously in groups. They're in a group format, right? Like people come in, they'll be with you or whomever, and it's open to the public.
Yes.
If they want to have a private session or if they want private information, for whatever reasons, I mean, people are very proud people, and can they reach out to you one-on-one and really dive into what they need?
Mm-hmm. So we have a support line. The number is 781-922-6069. And that is, I will return, if I do not answer the call, I will return the call within 24 hours.
That's nice.
So
Yeah.
if anybody needs support, questions, they just want to know, what we're doing or what we offer,
Yeah,
then they can call the support line.
great, that's great.
Yeah. Are there any other programs that you want to make mention?
So we also do post overdose outreach. So that is through the police station. We get data collection of any address that was where Narcan was used.
Okay.
So we'll get those reports weekly, And then we have a team where I'm also part of the BHU unit, which is the Behavioral Health Unit through the Revere Police Department, and we work collaboratively as a team. And so myself, the social worker from the BHU, and an officer will go and respond to these overdoses, and we provide the family or the individual with naloxone, which is Narcan. We teach them how to use it. We teach them overdose prevention, what signs and symptoms to look for. And then we also provide them with fentanyl strips, because the drug supply is being poisoned with fentanyl. I'm sure that's out there. And so we give them test strips to test their drugs, because this isn't just someone who is an IV opiate user,
Right.
who's on the street. Like, these are kids who are buying pills,
Yep.
where all the pills are pressed. They're called pressed pills, and they're poisoned with fentanyl in, Xanax, Valium. There's young folks out there who think that, I can take a Xanax and it has fentanyl in it.
Right, you don't know where,
So
I think that's a really important message actually to give out, because when people think of someone that maybe has an addiction or an overdose, they're automatically assuming this is an IV, drug user, heroin, but that is not the case.
Right.
Really not the case now.
not the case right now. We are seeing so many people that are not so-called addicted.
Right.
They're, they use on the weekends, they go out and have a few drinks, they might sniff a line of cocaine, which fentanyl is in the cocaine as well. You're with your friends at a bar and you're having some drinks and you think, I'll do a line of cocaine. We're seeing more and more people who use like that, just go out on a weekend, hanging out with their friends.
The recreational usage.
Yes, and they're,
Right.
they're overdosing as well.
Right. And it's all through all age groups.
All age groups we're
all,
seeing
all
from
social classes,
Yes.
so it's not just,
Yes,
you
yes,
don't see
right.
it in just one social class.
different cultures.
Yeah.
We have, the range is just so wide. We're seeing it from 15-year-old kids
Right.
all the way to elderly.
Right.
We're having a lot of elderly overdoses because some of them are prescribed pain medication, and for whatever reason, if they're mixing
Right.
it, their breathing becomes shallow, and that's when an overdose
Right,
happens.
so it's not just the recreational usage, it's not just the habituates that are not allowed, it's prescribed stuff.
Exactly.
And they could mix inadvertently where the elderly can't see so well, or whatever it may be, they don't have somebody that can help them with it. It's really too bad, because obviously in today's society, everything is so readily available. What is it? Fentanyl is what, $5 or
Yeah,
whatever it may
well,
be. I mean,
yeah.
just the
They can buy the compounds online
Right.
and mix it all up,
Right.
and you just don't know if you're getting a straight shot of fentanyl
Sure.
or you're getting, the stuff that they mix,
Right.
mix in with
Right.
there. And they
There-
put in all kinds of junk in
Yeah.
with the fentanyl. And there's a new drug out there right now that is really powerful. It's called xylazine, and it's a veterinarian tranquilizer.
I was going to say it's a horse tranquilizer,
It
isn't it?
sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this basically started out west and started making its way
Yes.
across the country, really. It's something that's
Yeah.
really
And what's
affecting a lot of
happening
communities.
And what's happening with the xylazine is that it is someone who is an opiate user that would think that they're purchasing fentanyl, but this is people who know they're using fentanyl. Fentanyl is very short acting, so what's happening with fentanyl compared to years ago when it was heroin, when it was just heroin, you could use once and not have to use for like 6 hours.
Right.
With fentanyl, they're having to use every 2 hours. So what's happening with someone who's an IV drug user is the wounds, from injecting so many times, xylazine really messes up your skin.
Yeah.
So there are these gaping open wounds that are causing people to end up in the hospital for 6 weeks on IV antibiotics because the wounds are so awful.
Right.
And and the xylazine is also making people think that someone who's nodding out, and they can't wake them, sometimes it's because the xylazine is so powerful that it's making them fall asleep. It's not necessarily the fentanyl.
Yeah.
Well, we can see how this has, moved across so many different communities. It's obviously in our community. So I think just having, this type of support group and different things that we're offering through your office is really important. So again, I think, if you could just, let everybody know, where the offices are, what your name is, again, where they can reach out, that would be so important.
And add, if you don't mind, add in your credentials as well
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So I'm CarrieAnn Salemme. I'm the program manager of the SUDHI office through the city of Revere. We're located at 281 Broadway in City Hall basement level. Also on 437 Revere Street on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The drop-in center is open there as well for nurse case management, basic needs, toiletries, that type of stuff.
That's excellent.
Phone numbers.
Phone number 781-922-6069. That is the support line. That is the best number to reach our office. Honestly, I don't even know my office phone number
That's
because
okay.
I
Do you have, is there an email address or,
Yes.
or a location that they can, I know that City Hall, cityrevere.org.
Yes,
They
you
can-
can go on the website, it's at our City Revere website, Facebook page, SUDHI, City of Revere. What was the other thing?
Emails.
Oh, email is Salemme, CSALEMME@revere.org or SUDHI@revere.org.
That's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jackie, why don't you give them your contact information as
So
well?
Jackie Murray from Ensalada Real Estate, and my telephone number is 781-547-9077. My email is jmviewhomes, VIEWHOMES@gmail.com. And we want to thank you so much for coming out and talking about
Yeah,
some
thank
stuff
you.
that's not easy to talk about, but it's so good to know that there really are services out there that are offered through your city. And again, you can find it
Right.
at Park Bench and all the upcoming stuff that's going to come up. So thank you.
Also, before we go,
Absolutely.
988, you can call or text. That is a suicide and crisis lifeline, and they answer immediately. So if you're in crisis or you need support with mental health or suicide, please call or text 988. And the SAMHSA National Helpline, which is substance abuse, we don't like that word.
Right.
I don't even know the rest of them, but that helpline number is 1-800-662-4357.
That's awesome.
If you need
Thank
any
you.
help with substance use.
CarrieAnn,
Thank
thank you
you,
for
CarrieAnn.
coming in. Jackie, thank you for hosting
Yeah,
with me
yeah.
today. So we know that this is a pretty serious subject, so we do wish everybody well. And even though it's the holiday season, it's supposed to be cheery and bright. We want people to know that there is help out there if you are going through crisis, as CarrieAnn had mentioned. And if you need anything from us, you can reach out to us as well. My name is Danielle Lozzi Ortiz. My cell phone number is 617-285-0667. This is not just about real estate, it's about what goes on locally here in the city, and we want you to know that you are in a great city and we want to help if you need it. You can reach me at dlozzi05@gmail.com, or you can reach out to parkbench.com/Revere, and CarrieAnn will be posting some things on that web page as well. And again, thank you for joining us today. I'm Danielle Lozzi Ortiz for Ensalada Real Estate for City Chit Chat. And remember, always shop local and be kind. Bye.